Probably busy, but I know Nathan's maybe wants to meet up later or something.
Yeah. No,
but you have a fight in a month, so.
Yeah, Friday night, just fucking
chill.
You're good. Thank you, bro. Yeah, those are fucking hard, bro.
Those are hard.
Heart rate average was like 179 for 35 minutes.
Watching that, like, okay, I don't miss fighting.
Oh, I know. It's funny when you're in camp, you're like, God, I can't wait to just be out of camp so I can chill. But then when you're out of camp, you're like, I want to grind, I want to fucking. So
Yep,
it's like,
exactly how the life was.
Yeah.
When I first retired, I missed it so much, but now I'm like, I got other shit going. I'm like, all right, I don't miss like I used to. It was hard the first year I walked away. I missed it so much.
How old are you now?
46.
46. Oh shit. Okay.
How old are you? 30.
30.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. I want to stay healthy. I want to be like 37, 38.
Yeah.
I want to push it until the wheels fall off.
You get a couple big wins, you can go down as like one of the fucking greats. You're like right there.
I think right now Merab's probably, kind of surpassed Aljo in terms of like greatest of all time. So like I go out there, Aljo was the greatest of all time when I beat him. Merab, in my opinion, right now is probably the greatest of all time, considering his last 12 fights.
He had amazing performance.
So if I go out there, put his lights out, put Aljo's lights out, I feel like it'll cement.
I was excited. I like both of you guys. I'm excited. Like I said, before I'm like, oh, I don't like you. I was just a hater, but now you're my favorite fighter.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I know it's hard to hate Merab too. He's a dork, but he's a good dude. I think.
It's kind of hard to like not. I didn't talk to Rob. He's like, oh, I wish I hated O'Malley because I don't hate him anymore.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Still want to fucking bust him up, but.
Yeah, I'm excited for the fight.
Yeah, me too.
June
7th. 5 weeks today. New Jersey.
Oh, fuck. How about New Jersey?
Yeah, 5 weeks. That's where I handed him my jacket, and that's where he sold the jacket. Full circle.
Oh, 5 weeks. You're in good shape for 5 weeks out.
Yeah. Well, I started about 14 weeks out. Like I had a 14-week kind of like structure. So
Are you gonna have a few pullback days?
I have already. I've had like.
You're in such good shape now. You might want to do a couple pullback days.
We've kind of had little weeks where we down regulated a little bit, but right now it's fucking full tilt. I feel like I'm in good shape for 25 minutes, but I need to be in like good shape for 35 minutes. I need to fucking push the pace.
We didn't train any jiu-jitsu stuff, but that looked good too.
Yeah.
We didn't film any of that for obvious reasons, but that's people way underestimate your jiu-jitsu. We got a match with Melendez, and like this guy's fucking. This guy is. People were like, oh, I see jiu-jitsu. I'm like, bro, he's got good jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Last fight, that whole camp, like I tore my labrum in my hip, and I just couldn't really do any jiu-jitsu, so I wasn't really in any jiu-jitsu shape. You can't get in jiu-jitsu shape without doing jiu-jitsu. So like last camp I couldn't do any jiu-jitsu. It's like it showed. Like I got smashed.
You're 100% right. Even if you're boxing other shit, you go to jiu-jitsu, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I feel like I didn't get to show what I'm capable of last fight. So, which makes it that much sweeter.
Yeah. Who was it? Was he like, oh, it'll be easy fight? Are you out of your fucking mind? You know how fucking dangerous. He said a great thing about Lewis. Like, you know how dangerous O'Malley is with his knees, punches.
Oh, I can't wait to prove the dorks wrong. There's certain wrestlers that I don't want to even give them credit on here. They're fucking doubting heavy, but.
Right, I was really impressed when he knocked out Aljo.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't find your range.
Like right here.
Like I realized your range and distancing was just like, wow, that's like next level.
Yeah. No, I feel like I'm gonna be able to do that to Merab too. Just gotta, be smart, patient.
Yeah. He shoots over.
I mean, he only shot 9. Well, the reason he only shot 9 times, part of it is because the second and fourth round he was on top for so long. But I mean, I stuffed 9 out of 15. So he shot 15 times, so I stuffed 60%. I mean, I recommend people to go back and watch it without the commentary, but it's like not super exciting fight, so most people are like, I'm not wasting 25 minutes. But if you go back and watch it, it's a lot closer fight than you think.
It was funny in the commentary. I was telling someone yesterday when I fought Robbie Lawler. I went out there, I was controlling the stand, hitting my liver kicks, jabbing him, he didn't hit me once. And the announcers were just like, Shields is in trouble, give it around to get him down. But then I totally won the stand-up and tapped out. Like, are you guys like watching the same
It shifts the narrative of people's perspective watching the fight.
So acting like part of my feet, and I was like dominating the stand-up portion.
Yeah. So I mean, second and fourth round he dominated me. Third and fifth round the judges gave me said I won. So that first round was a close one.
I think I can't remember the fourth.
Fourth he dominated. Second he dominated.
Third you said.
Third I won. And the first I thought I won if you judged on damage, but they gave him first, second, fourth. But not too worried about it.
Yeah, it's like when you get down, you gotta get up quick.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't have the juice to get up.
Yeah, he's a phenom with cardio.
Yeah,
so
that's what's gonna make it. I either put his lights out or I go out there and outpace him. That's just like that's almost as good as finishing outpushing Merab. We're going out there and outpacing him.
If you wanted a decision when you outpace him, that'd be insanely impressive.
Yeah.
At first, I know I feel rag up, but I think Rob's still exciting, even though it's all decisions.
The last one was exciting.
That last fight was so, even though decision, that was such an exciting fight because it was just.
Most of the time, though, it's not. Yeah, most of the time he's sitting there.
I guess I'm thinking of that last fight.
The last fight was very exciting. Truly exciting. That was a banger of a fight. But most of the time, he's controlling. Punch, control. Like, that's the majority of his fights.
The way he wins, he gets you down, you chill, you fall into accepting being taken down.
Yeah.
That thing, you don't accept it.
Yeah.
No,
he lets people up just to take him back down too. He's just a fucking animal.
He's not that concerned with holy people.
No, he's an animal.
No, as a fan, that's probably the fight on both sides of that. And I want to see Topuria fight fucking
Topuria versus,
Islam. Why is Islam not fighting? That makes no sense. Islam's not fighting.
I heard he said he just doesn't really want to fight another 45 or moving up.
Dude, but I mean, come on.
But it's Ilya. Ilya's fucking.
That's the fight to make.
That would be the fight I want to see more than any fight.
How are you gonna say you don't want to fight this dude? He's just been wrecking people.
That might be why.
Yeah, exactly.
But dude, fucking glad you came down. Yeah, of course. What was your name?
As many of you know, I have many controversial guests, so that comes at a cost of being demonetized everywhere. So if you want to support the program, go to fightbackpodcast.com, and I have all kinds of merch on there, whether it's jiu-jitsu, fighting, political, and other accessories. And thanks for the support.
2, 1, go.
It's me and Lil Baby, the shit going crazy. Weezy produced it, and Weezy F made me, and she had it down, so she got a Mercedes. No money records, the army, the navy. They ran me 10,000, I threw it like Brady. Foreign is yellow, like Tracy and Katie. I trust in my niggas, they never betray me. Met all these niggas, they sweeter than Sadie. When I started out, I just took what they gave me. Did all the favors, they never repay me. It worked in my favor.
Mark.
189.
We just got to outpoint him every round. Outpoint
3,
him every
2,
single round.
1.
Let's go.
Rest.
Let's go. Let's go.
Brand new whip, got no keys. Tell him my clothes, no stops, please. Soon as I nut, you can go leave. Got M's in the bank, like yes, indeed. Me and my dog going off the way. When you living like this, they supposed to stay here.
Mark.
190.
Done.
Round three.
173.
Even if it's slow, come on, buddy.
You're gonna love it while walking to the workout, but we're doing like a 25-minute bar cardio workout, mixing all your muscle types.
3,
Trying to film
2,
certain aspects of it because
1.
the
Rest.
grappling parts.
But I got a little sick, but I had a good no brain. No brain ain't what about you? I'm going to
Mark.
I bought her a push, I'm a piece of my push. Richer than my classmate, she know I might cheat. Now when we flashing, I can't come in last. I done found it legit, I'm trying to test her. So you know,
Mark.
my last day, still getting £1,000. That ain't gonna die. I don't want no smoke with you, you don't want no smoke with me. The guy with no smoke with me, the switching shit, sleeping creep. I get what they could, get this money, my day. This my strategy. Keep on stacking G. Like I'm proud of me. I went proud of G. I went proud of G. I went proud of G. I went proud of G.
Mark.
I got 2, 1, 3.
Three, two, one.
Shoot, 20 seconds.
Three, two, one. Rest. 3, 2, 1. Go. Mark.
190.
You go weak crack that fucker, stay composed. You go weak crack him, stay composed and sharp.
3, 2, 1. Rest. 3.
188.
Mark.
Get it straight, 5 seconds on this. Get it straight.
187.
3, 2, 1. Rest. Three, two, one. Rest. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Watching this doesn't make me miss fighting. I'm not gonna do all these.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mark.
Stay strong. 8 times. Come on. Last couple minutes. Push yourself. Legs march. 15 seconds.
192.
Come on. 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Let's finish up.
Oh, yeah, no. Even though you weren't not good, too. Especially the global. So you said you just tap. Realistically, you went to tap, but I would have probably got a creep out of you. At least get on. It was just like, we started there, but he fucking tapped me out, and they never tapped me before. I was like, holy fuck, you just fucking put me out. That's fire. I mean, I had him start in it, but I had him start like right here. If I go boom, see, like touch the head. He got stuck to my lat, and now you hear some pressure. Look how tight that is. And even if you don't tap, you hear your butt's in the air. So now you go here. That's the worst case. I go here. Yeah. No, it's that one thing is like a game changer. A lot of people are doing it, but they're not realizing. The good guys are usually doing it, they're just not realizing that that's the most important thing. Like, I'm sure you're probably doing that in your guillotine.
Yeah. I mean, I focus more on the hand press.
What guillotine do you do?
I normally I don't do what he does. I just like try to get that one here on the top. Yeah. There it goes.
Yeah, you go high bow.
Yeah.
But the reason
no, I don't go high up because my arm's short, but like just because my arm is really short, just going front and connect it right here and there. That's what
I think with the arm in one, that's when the tuck is so important because otherwise you can't.
Yeah.
With the arm in, that's why my arm in works.
I do kind of what you do, like a switch to the side.
Yeah, that was tight.
Yeah, but like I always do the one.
You're doing the tuck.
It's like when the butterfly.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys, they just don't, at least for me when I taught it, I said tuck, but I never thought like, this is the part that I need to really just fucking hammer in. Tuck, tuck, tuck.
Yeah.
Keep it there the whole time.
I might be.
My heart rate average is higher.
Yeah, great work, brother.
What do you count for?
Filming some fight show tonight. Jay was gonna come with like 40 minutes away. He wanted to come see what's
Where's
up.
that?
Here with Tim Welch at your new gym. We just watched Sean O'Malley do a hard-ass workout. Looks like phenomenal shapes for 5 weeks out. I mean, we're probably going to put this a week or two before, but his shape looks phenomenal. How's the camp been going?
I mean, he's been checking all the boxes. He's an easy one. He's been dialing in. He doesn't go out to the clubs. We get invited to clubs all the time. Free bottles, free tables, free this. You want to come to this event? And he says no to all of it. Right now, you can't even contact him. Yep. He doesn't check Instagram. He doesn't check Twitter. You can't even get in contact him if you want.
Wow.
So he's out on his farm, and we're training. We're trying to check all the boxes, giving us the best opportunity to beat this little fucker.
No, that's great. That's what you have to do, take it so serious, because he's an actual superstar. You know, when he walks around, he gets like swarmed and shit. He needs to like isolate, get away, get out of the media for a while. And this fight is massive. Merab is, as you know, phenomenal and super hyped up right now. Beat Omar. He's one of the greatest 35s of all time. To me, this is like a huge super fight. If he beats this, O'Malley becomes among the greats.
Yeah, and it's really firing Sean up. Everyone's counting him out. Everyone's like, why is this fight happening? The same exact thing's going to happen. Why is this fight happening? And that really gets him really hungry for this.
It's crazy. I was actually talking to Merab about that. People being like, oh, it's an easy fight, and it pissed Merab off, because clearly Merab knows he's dangerous as fuck. He can knock you out with anything. You know, he's one of those guys that can just sleep you. So to say he's an easy fight is absolutely insane. But I love when people, like, when you're the underdog, that gives you that drive and pissed off, like thinking, and again, Merab is amazing, so I understand why he was saying that, but to say he's an easy fight is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I think it takes a special breed too. When you see all these experts saying you're going to lose the fight, that can demoralize some people and really get in their head. But certain athletes, that can get them fired up.
You know, I could see his training, I could just see the fire, I could feel it, you know, like, oh, I'm not going to say hi to him in the middle of the training workout. He looks super intense, and 5 weeks out. If 5 weeks out, are you a little worried over training? Are you going to do a few pullback days, or?
Yeah, we'll probably do some pullback days here and there, but like I said, we're just trying to check all the boxes. Make sure we know Merab's biggest weapon is cardio. He's an expert in getting in positions and just cooking the clock and making it look like he's winning to the judges when he's not really doing any damage.
Yeah.
It looks like to the judges he is. So we got to be ready to just scramble and counter all those positions.
Yeah, you know, to me, like I said, I'm friends with both of them, but for him, you have to get up right away and not let him take you down. You can't let him just sit there and ride out time. Even if he's not getting hurt, the judges scored against you. So it's like one of those things, down, you gotta get up. He's being in phenomenal shape, but
yeah, and last fight a little bit, I feel like it was a lot of my fault. Like, hey, I'm like, if he takes you down, it don't matter. It don't matter. So Sean was really loading up on a lot of shots, trying to knock him out, and that caused him to get taken down a lot more. So folks.
One of the only times I've ever heard a coach take responsibility.
Yeah.
And it's not your fault, but to admit that you may have made a mistake, that's very rare. But it's good to be able to self-reflect, and it's really hard saying you admitted an error, but it's really good. That's what good coaches do. You can look and be like, where did I fuck up? You know?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I'm super, super lucky to be able to train Suge, and it's a lot of pressure though. It's a lot of pressure. I'm in charge of getting him ready for this fight camp. But like I said, we have so many good grapplers, we have so many good athletes in Phoenix, and he's not a guy that's hard to get him in the gym. He'll listen to whatever you say, and he'll get in the gym as much as you need him to. He'll show up 30 minutes early, he'll warm up properly, his diet's dialed in, his sleep's dialed in. He's doing everything he needs to for a chance for us to beat this guy.
So you're the head coach, or you're the one that pretty much puts your schedule together, or you guys sit down together probably and kind of map it out?
Yeah. I have a good relationship with strength and conditioning coach. Taquino is our main grappling coach, so we just kind of sit down together and figure out what's best.
It's so important the coaches work together, because what happens sometimes is every coach is trying to break him every workout, and it's like, so you'll have all three coaches trying to give him the hardest workout, and that's how you get a fighter overtrained. So you have to have a relationship together.
Yeah, that's why we're lucky to work with Brandon Harris. His main focus in the strength and conditioning workouts is getting his body ready for the MMA workouts and for the grappling workouts, the workouts that really matter and make him feel good, not just bring him into strength conditioning and just absolutely kill him.
Yeah, no, exactly. You have to balance it out. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch his sparring, but is that looking good?
Yeah, the sparring's looking good. Having fresh guys, again, it's hard to mimic. It's hard to spar one guy and mimic Merab's cardio when they're pacing themselves for a third round or a second round. So I'm having to put fresh guys on them so they can actually really push the pace and take risks. Like in that last fight, Merab had great timing on all his takedowns, and we're going to expect the same Merab, and dialed in shape Merab. But now we got the old gloves back. We're going to be in the normal arena. We're not going to be in the sphere, which is a weird thing. So we'll see what happens.
Did you like the sphere or not really?
I didn't like the sphere. We
yeah.
didn't get to see inside the sphere until we were walking out to the fight. So the lighting was a lot different. There was a lot of things that were quite a bit different, but that's no excuse. Merab was just on that night.
I always try to go, well, he's the main event, so he couldn't. So I always try to go early and check out the cage, but if your main event, it's already going, so you can't walk around the cage.
The sphere was weird. They wouldn't let anybody in.
Oh, so you couldn't even come in the night before? Because exactly, because a lot of times I try to come the night before to move around the cage, see the arena, something. It just gives you like that feel. Because when you walk out there, you know, the intensity. If it's all of a sudden the lights are off, it's a weird thing, but that shit can throw you off.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So as far as this amazing gym you have, by the way, that you just built out, is your main focus fighters or just the common regular people that want to become martial artists?
This is a 12,000 square foot facility that we got. I think we have 9,000 square feet of mat space, including the cage. But I have probably 12 really good coaches under me. That train the everyday person. And now our fight team, it's pretty new, but we're having a lot of young up and coming studs. So my focus is turning a little bit more towards the fight team in the no-gi program, and then I have coaches covering the other stuff.
Yeah, so still watch over that, but that's probably more your love and passion.
Yeah, for sure.
You seem very open-minded too, which I think is very important of a coach. Some coaches get stuck in like, oh, I know everything, but you should have multiple coaches helping you teach things, share ideas, like we were just sharing ideas and stuff. And I think that's so important as a coach, to always be trying to learning new ideas, new perspectives.
Yeah, I think some coaches too, they've trained at one gym their whole entire life and they're maybe a certain skill. I've been lucky enough to be able to bounce around enough gyms that I know there's guys in every area that can fuck you up. And trying to find those guys that can beat you up and just learn from them, I think it's money. That's why it's cool you coming in. Shug and I've been a fan of you for a long time, like fought
awesome.
So many fucking legends, and I mean I've been watching you since I was 19, 20 years old, and now I'm 35 years old, so it's cool to have you in here.
It was so cool, because I don't know if it was you or him I hit up. I'd never met him. I had one guy wanting to pay him for a podcast, and then I came on mine for free instead. I'm like, wow, that's like just so cool, the respect of the fighting gets, allows me to come in and talk to guys like you and him, and you had a good fighting career. A lot of people don't realize that you had a good fighting career yourself, and you actually retired early. I think you were kind of right at that stage where you were either might make it or not, but you were right in that age of about to make the big show, and you decided to step away, which is unusual.
Yeah, it's weird how things worked out with me. Like my whole passion, my whole life as growing up was fighting, getting in the UFC, and certain injuries like broken my jaw and stuff. It kind of led me into this coaching position, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'd rather have where I'm at now than be in the UFC scraping by for money. I'm super thankful in where it led me.
It was good, because I see you're doing really well, coaching great guys, have a gym, podcast. So it was a great decision, but it's rare that a guy walks away when they're still right there, like right at the edge of making it. You're right at the spot where, I'm about to make it, and then you walked away. That's a hard thing to do, but probably the right decision.
Yeah, it was a hard thing to do, but I realized like if I showed the potential Sean had when he was young, he was still an amateur. We turned pro a couple times. The way he'd perform under the lights with 20,000 people screaming, and he'd just be so in the moment. I realized like the potential this guy's had. If I could just focus on coaching him and just make him the priority instead of myself, we were able to really rise.
Because you need that. You don't need it, but it definitely helps a lot if you have someone really there for you. You guys are like brothers. It seems like constantly truly care about each other. Like you see some of these gyms, you see a guy wins a world title, you see the guys secretly aren't happy for him and stuff like that because they're not getting the limelight. Like obviously you get limelight too, but he gets a lot more. But it's clearly you're not like jealous or like.
Yeah, I mean, no, for sure. Again, like his potential is so fucking high, and he's a hungry guy, and I'm super thankful that he trusts me as his coach.
Yeah, early I was a little critical because I was like, his opponents aren't that good, but I became really impressed his last few fights. And then who did he fight in Miami?
Cheeto.
Yeah, I was there. I'm like, wow, he just picked him apart. And Cheeto's a good striker. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's good.
Yeah, and you see it all the time too. It's like it takes a special athlete. There can be great guys in the training room, great athletes, great, but then when you show up into that arena, 16,000 people yelling, they just can't keep it together. And he's one of the best I've ever seen. He's just so comfortable and calm. His breathing's calm. He's able to stay in the moment in those super high pressure situations and focus on what he can control. He's one of the best I've ever seen do that.
Yeah, no, and that's so important. Like people who don't know fighting, don't realize sometimes there's these guys in these gyms that are just killers, but they go out there and they just can't fight. One of my sparring partners, he was a killer, but then he would go lose to like bums. It's just like, dude, like it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
As a coach or a friend, that's the most frustrating thing ever. But then you get guys that go out and shine. I think both him and Merab, both are guys that go out and shine. That's why, as a fan, I'm so excited for this fight.
Yeah, I'm super excited too. It's going to be a fast-paced fight. I mean, in that last fight a little bit, we didn't get to obviously grapple a ton, so there was, when he did get on the ground, it was a little bit nervous about creating scrambles, or a little bit nervous about trying to, I mean, really throw up threats from his back. And this fight, we're going to be in a lot better shape and respect Merab a little bit more. Last fight, we're like, hey, this guy's a machine, but he's too sloppy. You're going to be able to knock him out 100%. But now it's like, he's not just sloppy. He's got good timing. He's got great takedowns. He's got a great coach. So excited to see what happens.
Yeah, people were underestimating him. I actually bet pretty big on him in the last fight because he's a big underdog after the killers he beat. I'm like, how is Merab an underdog when the last like 6-7 guys he'd beat were just killers?
Yeah.
They say he's sloppy, but it's because he's shooting, throwing, so it throws your timing and rhythm off when you're shooting that. But Sean's the phenomenal at the distancing. That's why it's such an interesting fight. I would say Merab literally has the most takedowns of all time, but then Sean has some of the best distancing and timing.
Yeah, and I think Sean has the recipe to beat Merab. He's so athletic, he's so fast twitch, he's so accurate, he's so good at his range. So if anybody's going to beat Merab, I think Sean has the best chance.
No, in my opinion, those are the two best guys, and then Omar's right there too.
Yeah.
So, well, shit, man, I think that's good. Thanks so much for
thanks
taking
for
time.
popping
So,
in.
hell yeah.
Fire. Coffee. I love, my favorite drugs are coffee and some marijuana herb.
Yep.
So I like to get the most quality in both. So having the coffee shop at the job at my gym, quality coffee, and then some recovery and hydration drinks, it's pretty badass.
It's awesome. You don't have to run a full separate business either. Like, I love coffee too. At one point, I show up at a coffee shop, but I'm like, that's way too much work for the profit. But having it in your massive gym.
So this is a honey cinnamon. The sweeteners are made with good honey, organic honey, good cinnamon. My girl makes them at home, freshly roasted beans weekly, and then some organic milk.
Holy shit, this is amazing.
She's gonna whip up yours.
Dude, this is like, not just saying this is unreal.
It's fire.
Dude, that trash I bought this morning, oh my god, thanks for that. Threw that away.
Yeah. Well, you went to QT for that, it looked like?
I was at the hotel we were at. I got it there. It was terrible. $7 for just a regular black coffee. It wasn't even like a mocha or anything. It was terrible.
She's whipping up yours in a minute, but I'll show you guys.
Sure. Yeah. That's a great idea.
No, the Patreon.
I started the podcast I'm just worried about growing and not money, but now I'm at the point where I'm starting to get sponsored.
Like, yeah.
You got to make money with something. But I looked at it first. You got to grow it. Before you can't look for sponsors when you have no fucking views.
Yeah. And just the consistency over the years, bro. Just like anything.
I'm just constantly putting out content. I'm stubborn. I decided I was going to make it, but I told myself to make big, so I'm going to. You know my mindset. I decided to do something.
Who got you fired up about doing content?
Tim Pool pissed me off, so I said I'm going to have a bigger podcast here in 3 years. and I'll have a bigger podcast within 3 years for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's not even fair because the podcast is kind of going down, so it's going to be, it'll probably be bigger next year.
So this is like, that same artist who did that, a tattoo artist. He whipped this up for me.
Dope shit.
Then he freehanded all this stuff.
I like this awesome because of the glow.
It was just like, in the office. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, so I still get to watch ball. Like, switch sides. That's how I cut it.
Yeah. Wait, do it one more time.
I'm not probably showing you a couple times. Slow here. I go here, deep, here, and then I push. If I don't push, you'll see it's weak. So that pulls the face out. Now I come here. My head's touching here. I grab deep here. Here first I pull. Now I turn. It's not quite as tight. If you don't tap, I go like this. I switch directions. I go under there. I don't switch my head. Both times I turn my way. So I'm not following the regular rules for choke. Let me try. Sorry on a second. So first I want boom as deep as I can, and I go here. On the shoulder. It's important that I tense this, because it could work without doing that, but that kind of pulls this. Because look how deep I'm going to start right here. I push my head against his. I actually do this a lot. I'll put my chin over his hand so he can't grab my hand down. But even if he has here, I can still show him. If he has my hand, I'm done. And now look, I go here, grab my elbow. He thinks he's safe. I pull, and I start turning this way. A lot of times it'll get a tap, but it's not like a devastating one. So you tap kind of slow. A lot of times I'll tap with this though. See, I go here, a lot of times I get a tap. He's not tapping, now look what I do. I go here, just the tricky part. I lift.
This hand comes out as I lift. I go sideways with his chin because that puts it across his Adam's apple. That's why I get so tight. Now this one goes deep as I can. Same thing. I curl here. Look what I was doing. You see how tight the second one is?
So go deep on
Here,
this
so
one.
go deeper, go deeper. Like you want to pull it out first. Yeah. Like keep this all the way to there. There you go. Now come here, grab your own. Here, pull the space out, and now turn. Turn towards me. Yeah, nice. See, that was the first one even. Yeah. Now he's not tapping. The chin lifts. This hand comes out. That one goes under. Here, and you try to switch your head. I know in regular choke you do. This one don't. Now turn towards me. Yeah. It doesn't follow the regular rules of the choke for the head switching. Yeah. You're here, I pull, now turn. Yep. And now it doesn't work. Turn a little more. Turn his, when you do this, turn his head a little bit. That's what tightens it. Now this one slips under. Here, squeeze. Now turn towards me. Yeah. Wow, sorry. No, you're good. What happens sometimes is he has his chin down, right? So like kind of look into the chin. So see, I can't tap this. See how he's defending this? So look, I go like that. Sorry, it's kind of aggressive. No, you're good. It's kind of an aggressive move. I kind of rip it right there. That's nasty. No, it's pretty fun. Really good. Hey guys, Jake Schultz here. As you know, I have a free speech podcast. To keep that going, it's important to have sponsors and support them. If you want to support them and me, go to antelopehillpublishing.com and be sure to use the promo code FIGHTBACK. They have tons of different books that are hard to get. Today I recommend Opiate of the Masses. It's a full journalistic investigation into the opiate crisis in America. So again, to support the podcast, antelopehillpublishing.com and the promo code FIGHTBACK.